Hey y'all, I wanted to come on here to make a quick video just to show you all the aftermath of leaving my garden, my small little tiny garden unattended for an entire week while I was away for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I was kind of nervous about that, about doing that. I had no idea what to expect, but I wanted to show you all how everything in my little container gardening or my little container garden, how everything is holding up. So before I left, I want to preface by saying that I did water all of the container beds. I had rainwater that I had stored from a couple weeks ago. I had stored that in my garage. So I did give all of the containers good watering prior to leaving. So I left on Wednesday, which was the day before Thanksgiving. And so I watered all of the container beds. That way, when I get back, they're not dying of thirst. But thinking about it now in retrospect, what I should have done was I should have added mulch on top of the soil. Maybe mulch or pine needle. I have some wood chips that I have stored in my garage. I should have added them on top of the water, on top of the soil to help retain some of that moisture. Another tip that you guys can do is maybe try setting up like a drip irrigation system if you have one. I don't have any, but I did see, little ones that, like if you have container, like a container garden, I did see some online on Temu. So I think I'm going to invest in some kind of drip irrigation system for the future when I'm away. Or you can ask a neighbor to water for you. That's another suggestion. I am new to gardening, and again, I wasn't sure what to expect leaving my garden unattended for an entire week, but it looks like everything is holding up pretty well. Now, in this bed, when I got back yesterday, y'all. So when I got back, I did notice that my cabbages were frozen. They were frozen to the touch. And so I am going to be looking into investing in some type of cover for my crops when it gets, like when we get like a frost. I am going to buy covering to cover up my crops. The temperature has been dropping. I think when I arrived yesterday, we were at 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And sorry about the noise, y'all. My heat just turned on, so if you hear that background noise, I want to apologize about that. But yeah, I'm gonna invest in some kind of cloth just to cover up the crops when we hit like those really low temperatures. Because again, my cabbages were frozen, but I'm glad to see that they are holding up okay. This is the kitchen scrap that I planted a couple months ago. But yeah, this is how this cabbage bed is doing. Now, moving on to the parsley. This is how the parsley is holding up. There's not much progress in the parsley. Um, they're still in the infancy stage. I don't see a lot of progress with them. I don't know if they should be further along in height because I think I planted those a couple months ago. But yeah, this is how the parsley is looking. Now, in these two containers, I have garlic that I planted. So I planted whole garlic cloves and I didn't water them before I left. I planted the garlic about 2 months ago and I've only watered them twice. So I'm not certain how often I should be watering the garlic bed. So I will be doing more research on that. But the bed itself is, I added wood chips and pine needles to kind of insulate the soil. So this is how these two container beds are looking. Now for my green onions, they were also frozen. They were like sticks. You couldn't even bend them. I wouldn't recommend you trying to bend your crops when they're frozen, but That's how frozen they were. But it's good to see that, they're holding up pretty well. And this is like my second go around of getting green onion shoots. I did plant these from scraps. I harvested some green onions a month ago. So this is the how they're growing right now, the second time. And then I have here my lonesome cabbage. This is how this one is performing. Now in these small containers, I attempted to grow some spinach. And this is my second time attempting to grow spinach. And as you can see, y'all, I'm not very successful at it. So if you have some tips, let me know in the comments below. But for some reason, I can't grow spinach from scrap. I mean, I can't grow spinach from seeds. I think the next time around, I'm just going to plant the transplants. But I do want to learn how to grow them from seeds. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any advice, let me know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, this is supposed to be my spinach bed, but we don't have any. Now in this bed, we have our cabbages. As you can see, they're doing well. And you see some of the leaves, and sorry, it's a little windy outside, so, but you see some of the leaves have been turning yellow. And at this point, I'm just allowing the leaves to fall off as opposed to just pulling them. I'm just allowing them to fall off. I will be cleaning up the beds, removing all of the pine needles that are on the soil, on top of the soil. But this is how this bed is looking. Sorry for the noise because it is windy. And then over here we have our carrots. This is how the carrots are looking. And I planted the carrots, I would say about a month ago as well. I am going to be thinning them, but not now. I want to wait until they get a little bit bigger. The leaves to be a little taller before I thin them. But they also got watered yesterday. And then over here, y'all, we have our radishes. Now the radishes are done. I mean, I planted those things maybe 3 months ago, and I'm not getting any radishes. So I am gonna have to start over on the radish container this weekend. I'm gonna do that this Saturday. I think I planted them too soon. It was scorching hot outside, and they don't tolerate the heat well. So I'm assuming that's the reason why they didn't fully mature. They are cold weather crops, so now is a perfect time to plant your radishes if you want to grow some radishes. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend. Listen, we're learning. I'm new to gardening, so mistakes are going to happen, and all of your crops are not going to grow. This is how everything is looking. Now, I'm not certain what's growing in this bed. I don't have anything there yet. I'm trying to decide what I should plant in this container. But I noticed this little sprout. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know what this is. But this is how it looks. If y'all know what that is, let me know in the comments below. And then last but not least, we have the arugula bed. This is how the arugula is holding up. Now, I am noticing that a lot of them are just like leaning, like maybe they are overwatered. I don't know. But I'm hoping that I can keep them alive to full maturity. I'm hoping to get some arugula out of this bed. but a lot of them are just drooping. So I am going to be removing those pine needles as well. But yeah, I mean, this is how everything is looking. Again, I wanted to do a quick video because I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure if there were going to be any surprises. I hope you all enjoy this. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the like. And then don't forget to check out my previous video. I will see you all in the next one.